Thank you everybody for the welcome back. You know, we were talking about a few things between breaks, but from YouTube's perspective, we're starting a new video. So let's welcome everybody in. I think the intent for the next, we'll say 2.5 hours is probably some Christmas Fiasco. Then we'll see how things went, and we'll probably do gift purchasing to conclude the session. I think I'm at the point where I can probably help Chris get his gift. And we've gone up probably a collective total of 12 coal. I think Chris is pretty close. So if we do 1 or 2 Christmas Fiascos, that should put him probably +8, and then I could also potentially get +8. And that should hopefully cover him. We'll see how it goes. But in order to do that, we're probably going to pick a force. Oh, somebody offered a guild card? Sure. I'm not sure who it was. I was AFK. But thanks, I guess? Cool. I'm not going to swap out of this character, unfortunately. Surprise guild card, chat. I guess something happened when I stepped away from the computer. So we're going to do a quick little alt backspace, as I was told by somebody else that also plays on Ephinea, to quickly switch characters. And hopefully I entered the right sea bank. If I did not, I'll feel sad. We gotta do it again. We did. So now the question is, do I... Okay, so here's our options, chat. If we go for pink, I can get Limiter, I could get V801, I could get Slicer. If we go for green, I could get V101, I could get Heaven Striker, I can get... I forget, I'm blanking on something, but something else decently useful. Might be Lieutenant's Mantle. I've got to double check. If we do Viridia, we get Limiter, technically an Excalibur chance, and also get a, I guess, a decent set of armors. It does require us getting the rare enemies, like if we want Pazuzu, for example, to show up. I guess to warm up, we'll start with my best character. Then we'll pick more challenging characters. Oh, and I wanted to showcase anyway, I was experimenting with new spell slot positions, so this will help remind me. I know, chat, let's just believe we'll get like the 1 in 1,000 Pazuzu. It's fine, it's just easy. Make a game, fight Pazuzu, get rare. How hard could it be, chat? I mean, think of all the many times you've seen Pazuzu, right, chat, on stream? You've definitely seen Pazuzu before, right, chat? It definitely isn't a fictional beast that is a lie and will never show up on stream. I don't know what you're talking about. We see it every time. We definitely fight them like every 5 minutes. I'm gonna go with the classic game title whenever I do episode 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and make the game. And just to verify that I did this in the right area. Okay, good. I wish episode 4 had a slightly different look between episode 1 and episode 4, so I could tell immediately if I'm in the wrong episode. But if I look at the VR, I'll know. I don't have a purpose to using Mother Guard Plus anymore. I'm gonna see if I can get another Ignition Cloak. Oh no, I'm gonna get tilted again. I'm trying not to be salty about the White Hill Forest, but I'm still tilted. I'm still upset I couldn't get to do that run before they swapped it. Because this is exactly what I'm talking about. I think I have 2 Ignition Cloaks total between 6 forces. So do the math, I don't have enough. Unless I really want to pay Photon Drops for it. When before it was actually a fairly easy run, I just didn't have a force at the right level. And then as soon as I get a force to the right level, just, no. Denied. They always drop their items. Yeah, they definitely don't desync and randomly don't drop things. That 1 in 3 drop chance? I mean, what are the odds it's not going to give it to you? Like 1 in 3, chat? It's never going to happen. That's how drop rate works, right? It's 1 in 3 for everybody but you. You always get it. It's fine. You know what's sad, chat? One of the most optimal weapons that I can wear in episode 4. Do you want to know what it is, chat? As a male force? It's a trick question. The answer is nothing. You don't want to wear anything. You only want to wear Magical Piece if it helps you, but usually it doesn't. Trick question, chat. You already start with the best Phonuman weapon in the game, which is no weapon. Yeah, unfortunately, I wish they kind of sped up the female casting animations with canes. Like, they did a little bit, but not anywhere near as good as the male unarmed. Male unarmed for spell casting is ridiculous. Look at that speed. Look how fast I'm able to just do that and walk away. Ridiculous. So I'm briefly going to show to people that have not seen it before, but at the bottom of my screen, I have my 4 dedicated buffs. So shift is the red one, blue one is deban, so attack, offense. When it's the double down arrow, that's the debuff, so Jellin, Zalor, so, you know, attack down, defense down. Number 5 is the sun, known as Grants, it's the light magic. We got Rifoi here on slot number 6, which is an AoE Fire Blast. We got Rizan, which is our AoE Lightning. We got Rabarda, which is our AoE Ice. Then the final 2 are Heal and Reverse. Now, I normally never assign Reverser. That's the Revive spell. I always use Moon Atomizers. But now, if I hold the control, you'll see some things have swapped. So while I hold control, my light spell becomes Megan. While I hold control, my fire spell becomes Gafoi, aka the circular spinning fireballs of doom. If I keep holding control, I still get lightning. Now I keep my AoE ice and I keep my buffs because I want them to be consistent no matter what spell I'm going for. Resta is also consistent. However, instead of Reverser, I just have Anti, since I still want to be able to remove status ailments potentially. Although, honestly speaking, now that I say that out loud, I think I'm going to flip them. Because I don't always need Reverser on demand, but I think I would more often than not need Anti on demand if I'm playing with a good party. So I'm going to go ahead and flip them. So that way, by default, even if I get Mag Blast, I can always at least cure myself. Could be useful. So anyway, I got to relearn the controls. So expect the actions to look a little awkward, since I rebound like 8 keys, which is quite a bit. So I just want to make sure I'm okay, it's good. Get the right spell. It's a good start. I'm going to show Chris a little trick to make Chris happy. Come here, Chris. Come to me, Chris. Don't kill anything. Come to me, Chris. Uh-oh, he's killing things. Hopefully he doesn't die. So there's a magical little rock over here, Chris. I want you to just hide here for a little bit. Just stand behind the rock. Oh, look at that, Chris. The Dorphon can't reach you. What a shame. It would be such a shame if the Dorphon couldn't charge through that rock, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be such a shame? And then you could just take your time with the Astark. See the other Astark? He's like trying to jump in the camera. See him in the background, Chad? He's like jumping between the cactus. He's like, look at me. I could get there, I swear. So anyway, Chris is now safe from Dorphon. So I figured I would teach Chris some strategies I've picked up on since the last time we played. Since we are playing a limited number of characters. I'm sure Chris appreciates it. Yeah, so if he's looking to solo this. Now, the downside to this is that there's going to be enemies that spawn in the middle, roughly. So I, as a force, can stand here. But for characters that are lower level or looking to kind of do the quest before they're supposed to be able to, I don't mind being surrounded. It's just riskier. But if Chris wants a guaranteed way to never get hit by the Dorphon, he just has to stand behind those rocks. So whenever Chris is not feeling sure, he can just go back there. That way, if he doesn't think he's in the Gafoi, or the equivalency thereof to protect him, he can just have a good old time. Kind of like right now, where I don't have a lot of Gafoi out, so even I'm going to hide behind the rock. Although I think it's a Satellite Lizard wave first. Oh no, there's Dorphons. So I was behind the rock, Chris was not, and Chris took damage. Proof it works. The system working as intended. So funny enough, did you know, with Rifoi, if you have unarmed and V801, or possibly even without V801, did you know Rifoi stun locks almost every enemy in the game in episode 4? I mean, to me, that doesn't seem really fair. Though all those Rappies, all those really awful Babutas, legit get stun locked. They can't attack you. I mean, they could throw fireballs if it's the annoying lightning guys. But every other enemy, no, they're frozen. Ass Starks, you'll outspeed them. It's kind of sick. See, this is why you always gotta refresh and revise your strategies. Never assume what you do one time is the best way. Kind of figure out your way to get through it once, and then learn to improve it. So kind of like this. I get to stand right behind here if I want to and dodge him. Outplayed. Outplayed. I can still refoe through the rock. Outplayed. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Run into more rocks? I mean, the other guy just circled around because I was not behind the rock to begin with. And then I can just do this. The old switcheroo. Now he's behind the rock, and he can't hit me anyway. Checkmate, chat. Checkmate. So anyway, we need to go back to like a gun or something and shoot him real quick. So anyway, I don't know all of the safe spots yet. I'm still kind of figuring that out. Ooh, that weapon cast speed is terrible. But as I said before, I mean, this is good enough to stun lock every enemy that is not like a projectile user. I think it's even fast enough to stun the extendy arms. Like all versions of extendy arms. Rabarda's also fast enough to do it, but I didn't think Rifoe was. Like, see how the Rappy just, like, it moves its head backwards to strike me, but isn't quite able to? Okay, I'm waiting for the Dwarfons to come as soon as that Rappy dies. Speaking of which... And we just cast it so fast. It's just so ridiculously good. Alright, I'm gonna put out a couple safety Gafoes. That way Chris hopefully doesn't get murdered by zoos. And the best part is Rifoe can also stun lock the zoos. So if I'm really not sure where they are, I can just do this. I mean, this doesn't really seem fair, but, you know, fun. Oh, hey, chat, remember how I was talking about how we had no drop rate, like, at all for materials? I'd just like to point out, I've received more materials in this room than 2 entire hour-and-a-half long quests. Like, total, not separately. Life is not fair, chat. It's like just 8. And luck material is actually a pretty good one to get. I was not behind the rock. I deserve that. See, proof the rock works. I didn't respect the rock, I got run over. But hey, I could get them stuck on the rock. That could be fun. And again, I'm fast casting that so much. It's not very efficient TP-wise, but damage per second, even though Gafoe technically outdamages, it doesn't matter. The AoE is so good. And we'll finish it up with grants here. So we're gonna take our time and collect all these wonderful materials for later. AKA future character stuffs. Don't need these. How am I doing in terms of fluids? Only 1 tri-fluid used? Okay. Good with that. Yeah, I never get mono fluids, so anything we picked up there was useful. In fact, we got a lot of random mono fluids. And I got my tri-fluid back. Well, you know what? I didn't use any tri-fluids that entire room. That seems fair. Literally 0 cost room clear? Okay. That could not have gone any better, chat. Now, this one I'm a little confused. Is there a spot in this room you can stand and not die to Dwarfon? Is there some kind of oversight in this arena? There is an oversight. Is this the magical land where you can stand and not die to any wave? Did we find it? Did we find paradise? I might be good enough. Huh. Wanna know. Fortunately, I'm getting bullied by this enemy. I need Chris to protect me. Get them off me. I'm kind of curious. Is this a magical paradise where nothing can reach up? Well, he could reach me because he jumped. But I mean, the other Dwarfons, can they reach this? I feel like they wouldn't be able to. Heal Chris, cure poison. I want to know, chat. I mean, already we're super safe from enemies, because, like, nothing is within range. Make the Rappies leave instantly. In fact, we're so far, the zoos don't even detect us. That's crazy. Yeah, they don't... They're not able to just immediately charge in. Even I dodged that, even though I wasn't using spells. So yeah, I guess if you're a new player, maybe you can abuse this corner. Is it the fastest clear? No. Will I use it again? Maybe. But you know, we gotta learn these things. We gotta teach people how to clear these quests if they're low level. Not everybody is level 198 for Newman, etc. So any cheese you could do to make life easier, we'll figure it out. Nice, we got the Sun Law. Gonna put one Gafoe out for safety. So yeah, if I want to keep all the Rappies, I do have to be in the center still. But if I'm just looking for clear speed, maybe I would go like slightly to the side here. At least I shouldn't get like Quadrafond. I might get double Dwarfond, but not Quadrafond. Look at that beautiful, beautiful damage. Beautiful, beautiful damage, yeah. You know what? I can put a little Gafoe action here. Why not? Yeah, only one Dwarfond spawned out of 2. Look how much more manageable this is in single player. I'll keep that in mind. Now, I'm a force, so I don't really care about that. But as I said before, if you're not a high level force, or if you're not even a force, knowing how not to get hit by the Quadrafond, kind of important. Love the Astarks even get stuck on the corner. That's funny. I mean, they can still hit through because their AoE is nonsense, but it is quite funny. Yeah, it actually physically can't even reach this far. So I'm thinking, like, if you could probably stand somewhere where I am now to, like, behind the rock and it would be safe. So you'd still be close enough to pull some people. But if you needed to, you could run behind the rock. So, like, if I was right here, I could just dip out. I don't think he could target me. Whereas I can hit him with Rifoe through this rock. Now, as I said, if you're not a force, you can't abuse this as much. We'll call those force privileges. I think I'm stun locking some of the zoos. His life is fair, of course. I got hit into 2 hits. That is so unlucky. That is actually unlucky. If it was just 1 hit, I would have comboed. Unfortunate, chat. Nice, I'm hitting everybody. It's not the most efficient way of dealing damage, but it is safe. Yeah, look at that. I have complete zoo control from the middle of the room due to Rifoe. That is so sick. I'm sure Chris is witnessing this. Like, how is this even, how is that fair? I literally can hit them from spawn. They can't do anything. Gross. I know. This is like new tech, chat. I saw some people using... Yeah, the Dwarfons can't hit me! I'm out of the Dwarfon charge! So you could be as far as I'm standing now and they can't reach you. That's actually huge. That is super huge for learning how to deal with the Quadrafon. Now, unfortunately, because Chris was out there, he spawned the Quadrafon. But even then, I was at a range. It is new tech. I have not seen it. I'm not going to say nobody's done it before, but in terms of have I seen it before? No. I played this quest with other people. I have not seen them do this. So I'm very excited for this. I did see the rock. I did see somebody do the rock strategy here, but you know, we just take a principle. We understand how to cheese. We go forward. Oh, I see the game has removed my ability to use my other spells. So Crusade Mag Blast. So after we're done with Quadrafon here, we'll probably clean up. Do a Mag Blast. I guess if there's only one, Grants is worth it, even if it doesn't always do extra damage. So I guess I learned. If it's just one Dwarfon, I could probably just steal Grants with this character. I'll make that judgment call. It is worth roughly 2 Rifoes, which I think is fair. So I had to use a try fluid so far. Okay. A dye fluid, sure. So yeah, we'll I think update our item reader to see some of the mates so I don't spend as much time looking around for items. Just trying to think of ways to improve the quality of life for everybody. Actually, trying to think, what room is the next room? Is it the BS Storefons? It is BS Storefons, okay. We'll PB after BS Storefons, because they're gonna be too random for me to PB. You know what we can do? Hey chat, there's a little happy rock all the way over here. I think it'll be our friend for a little bit. Oh, the Dorfon came up from behind me. That was rude. Oh, I got knocked down. Alright, so after this wave, because I remember there's no Dorfon. Oh yeah, so this rock will get them stuck as well. You could be safer and go to the left. Okay, let's Mag Blast. I'll wait for Chris. Chris will initiate. I'll keep him safe. There we go. So I think that rock can be the Dorfon deterrence. I don't think there's a way to get through the double Dorfon without getting hit. I mean, I think you can move in a way that you can only get hit by one, but that is a pretty rude wave. Also, Chris did like 4k damage, and that Dorfon missed me. Suck at Dorfon. There we go. Dorfon getting stomped. Oh, you're lasering me when I'm at point blank? That doesn't work, Dorfon. That doesn't work on me. Oh yeah, we've gotten more materials than I did in 2 hours of gameplay. That seems kind of unfair. Anyway. Hello, Mr. Zoo. Let's Rebarda you. I'm getting lower on tri-fluids. Gotta think more efficient means to kill them. If I just want to play a source. I mean, obviously the answer is just don't use them, but whatever. I'll let them get a little closer and then I'm just gonna nuke them. I mean, look at this crowd control. Look at that beautiful crowd control. Like, see all these enemies here? It's not your turn. It's not your turn. It's my turn. Wow, I almost didn't get hit for like a solid 20 seconds there. That was silly. Even though they were right against me. Okay. Mostly just the lightning people near me, of course. So I'm gonna take a little safer step. I'm gonna go over here to see if I remove Dorfon chances. Oh, this wasn't a Dorfon wave. You know what it is, though? It's a full room Rafoi lock, where I can target any enemy and stun the entire room. Because, you know, fairness and balance. See, why choose to damage the satellite lizard or stun the zoo when you get to do both? What a thing of beauty. Chris getting Dorfon. He left the safety of the nest. Oh, there's the other Dorfon. So anything that is strong against fire is not our friend. Oh, Chris bought the Dorfon over here. He wanted to make sure that I tried a little bit. I mean, to be fair, I was autopiloting that a little bit. So Chris has got my back. He's like, you gotta show it up. You're streaming. Show off the cheese. Oh, Satellite Lizard actually survived my nonsense from before? I'm actually kind of impressed. And then I can take the Rappies separately if I want to. Oh my god, that is so good. I could kill the Babudas. I'm gonna save a little bit of TP here. Or I'll let Chris kill. Because Chris killing is the best conservation of TP when you don't have to do anything. That's a fact. I'm waiting for this really horrendous Dorfon wave to be after these Rappies. They are suspiciously deep into the level. So I'm gonna start retreating. Oh, the Rapids are too far for me. I can't hit them with spells. Unless I do that. So Rifoi will put them in range, but nothing else will. Also, what is this wave? Ooh, so silly. So many Astarks. Protect me, my mighty TP corner. Okay, almost all the Astarks are dead. Just 2 left. I'm just gonna grants them at this point. Hey, I'm behind the rock. I didn't get hit. Chris was semi behind the rock. So he got hit by 1, but more importantly, he did not get hit by 5. He did get murdered there, though. Rest in peace, Chris. Rest in peace. We hardly knew him. I mean, on the plus side, I get his Rifoi. See, this is where it's worth Rifoing, when there's like this many Dwarfons. Oh, they gave me Mag Blast? How nice of them. And by Mag Blast, I just mean invincibility. Here's where it'd probably be worth it just to Excalibur. Oh, the one I was fighting was already dead, and then the one I turned to fight was already dead. Never mind, chat. I'm too slow today. We'll blame being tired. Could have meleeed a little bit to save some TP there, but... So first area done, and I have 8 Tri-Fluids. Wow, that's silly. I guess I'll consume some Dye Fluids in case I find more. I'm gonna assume in that sea of items that none of them were fluids. Oh, well, Mana Fluid, whatever. Okay, and away we go. Is there really a safe spot in these rooms? I mean, my answer to this would be to just Magical Piece Gafoi to stop them from approaching. But is there somewhere I can stand to choose the room? Like, I think what I'm doing right here is the right call. When you're a low level, you chip them out a little bit. But maybe... Is this gonna be our little happy hidey hole? Do they not know where I am? Oh no. Oh no. Do they not know where I am? Oh no. They're only targeting Chris so far. I don't know if they could see me. Oh no. Oh no. They're still targeting Chris because he's not where I'm standing exactly. He's close though. Oh, they just pulled me. Okay, so that will still pull me out, which is kind of annoying. Man, that section is ridiculous. But what if I stand here? They don't see me! Oh, they don't see me. They get confused. I mean, I got hit by the satellite lizard, but wow. That took them so many... The only reason they saw me at all is because they circled. I think had I not walked forward from the Girder Bulu, I don't think they would have hit me at all. I mean, unfortunately, now one of them is up here, so of course they will see me, which is kind of annoying. So I'm going to need Chris's assistance to get rid of them. Because I need to go back in my hidey hole, and they're blocking my hidey hole, which I don't appreciate. Why is this thing not dying? Go away. I have to be, like, up here more? Maybe that's the trick? So, like, if I'm up here, do they see me? They do. But then... I mean... Okay. Not as perfect as I was thinking it was. So let's see, is there any other spot in the room I can hide in? Oh, those are solid plants. Wait, those are solid? Why are those solid? That opens up more questions. I mean, the hidey hole wasn't terrible because it still forces them to walk and get confused sometimes. Or do I have to be, like, really close for them to not see? No, they can still see. Alright, well, let's go for the Sunlock then. Alright, so we're gonna find a new spot in the room. I was hoping because this was elevated, this would be, like, a dead spot. This happens in Forest, for example, in Ultimate. But alas, that is the first episode. So what can we do? Is there anywhere else the game doesn't expect me to go? Thank you, Tyrium, for the raid. Hopefully you are doing well and you had a good time playing a game, which I will find out in a second. But welcome, raiders. I said Tyrium? I think I meant Tetrium. Tetrium. Apologies. So now it has me kind of curious. Is there somewhere I can wedge myself to confuse the game? So we're just playing some PSO. We're experimenting with where to stand in the room for the Christmas fiasco for maximum cheese. So I think we figured out the first area. I think there were several spots where the Dwarfons can't reach you at all, and or you could block their charges. Even if they see you, it doesn't matter. We'll do a quick little zap. So I was kind of hoping that little raised alcove would have been useful, but unfortunately it was not. Yeah, we tried going here, but it looked like they could still see me. Because this game does act very weird with heights. I mean, it's possible if I could somehow get up one little bit higher, they can't see me at all. Hello, Zoo. I mean, it does force the wave to turn around to try to fight you, which does also buy you a lot of time. As you can see with just a solo force, I'm able to basically just crowd control them before they even turn around. So it is useful, potentially, as like a debuffing position. So if you just don't want to have them automatically swing at you, it could be fun. Unfortunately, I don't think any of our mods are here currently, or else I'd give a shout out. Once we're done with this wave, I'll give a shout out to Tetrium. Yeah, we'll go for the classic stun lock. Unfortunately, one of them teleported beside the stun lock location. What a cheater. Yeah, that seems fair. What do you think, chat? That was fair? I think that was fair. I mean, they got to swing at me once, then I stun locked them for their whole health total with no weapons. You know, it's fair, in a sense. Well, anyway, I think we should go buff our poor friend here. Let's go ahead. I was gonna say go ahead and debuff. Apparently they are in fireball kill mode. Interesting. Alright, let's tell them to knock this off. Stop that. Stun locking the entire room with Rifoi, because Rifoi is also secretly good. Although, I still think Rifoi is better in most scenarios. Unfortunately, I can't use Rifoi right now, so I did get Mag Blast. But hey, Chris, if you want to Mag Blast at any point, just let me know. Just do it and I'll react, because I'm just using spells, they don't take a lot of time. Although, Gertabulu might be a problem. Trying to buy a Chris time for Slicer or Fanatic. That's going to do a majority of the damage to them. And once they're low on health, I'll just kill them with Rants. Easy. Okay, simple room. Not done as efficiently as possible, but we're getting there. So let's give a quick shout out. 1 second. I was playing Tokyo Xanadu. Not familiar with that one. But thank you for joining us on Messing Around in PSO. I have a whole bunch of characters. I think literally one of every class. And we just look to learn a little more every time we play the game. Like, unlocking these dudes is very silly. Although, Ice is more efficient. Ooh. Oh, he hit me with the 1-2. He's like, can you mag blast while you're stun locking them with Rafoi? And I was like, challenge accepted. It's a Neon Falcon game. Oh, interesting. We played quite a few of those. We were playing East 9 most recently. Well, we played through like the whole East series. I think we have a fan of Trials of Cold Steel, who I haven't seen recently. But that's also a series from them, I believe. Tokyo Xanadu. I'll look into that later, I think. That stun lock is so silly. The only reason it interrupts is if the target I'm looking at dies. So I'm like, I think I can live with that. I think East 9 is how you ended up on the channel. Nice, nice. I was gonna say, your name looks familiar, but you were listed as first-time chatter. But always welcome to join in on these kinds of things, for sure. Poor Gerda-Bulu. Yeah, we broke East 9 pretty well. We're kind of in a little break before we go on to our next major game. Thinking for the weekend, it'll probably be an RPG. I don't think it'll be an action RPG. We're gonna go to probably Radiant Historia. But chat did recommend a couple games, so we'll be checking them out. And eventually we'll go into more action RPG kind of things after that. Technically, we should probably get back to Tales at some point, but I was waiting on them to translate the Tales of Destiny Remaster plus Tales of Destiny 2. That was gonna be the birthday gift to myself. Just play both games back to back. Oh, that stun lock is beautiful. What a beautiful stun lock. This crowd control the whole room, it's fine. I was kind of laughing because I was grouping with people the other day in this game, and they were complaining about episode 4, and I was like, I will gladly take an episode 4 over an episode 2 anytime in this game. I'm gonna go, listen, it might not be fun if you're not a forest, but if you're a forest, this is like the best episode in the game. You could do everything. It's such a liberating feeling. Everything is weak to you. It's so fair. I was trying to heal Chris there, but I was getting way wombo comboed. Stop that. Stop that. No. There we go. Alright, let's control the detonator with lightning, I think. So if we time our spells properly, we could get the Gerda-Bulu in a stun lock, while also stun locking the other enemies. Although sometimes you get a bad hit like that. There we go. So if you just delay it a little bit, just get them in the forever stun. Because, you know, fairness and reasons. Or if we want to stun the zoo while doing it, we just put a little Rafoi out there. Like, why choose which enemy has stun lock? Anyway, let's actually kill the enemy with some grants. Enough tomfoolery, as it were. I'd say that as the zoo is in the wall. Classic PSO. There we go. Gonna die in bounds? Okay, you died in bounds. Good job. Although, this room did cause quite a few tribe fluids. Be a little careful with where I go from here. Actually, this hits so fast, it seems to actually give the stun animation to Marissa. That's kind of sick, actually. Huh. So by myself, I almost did enough damage to kill every Marissa in the room before they hit me. So if I was playing with a second force, or I'm playing solo, these characters would never reach me. That's actually kind of sick. Very, very sick. I did see they were planning on releasing another East game. As always, even if it comes out this year, our rule of thumb is never purchase an East game the same year it comes out. There are so many enhancement patches to those kinds of games It's almost not even funny. I mean, almost, this is now the second game in a row. 2 East games? Okay, well, I only know about one of them. Because, like, for example, Lacrimosa, what was it, almost a year and a half later? Oh, East 3 remake? Wait, no, they can't be doing East 3. Do you mean East 5? They did an East 3 remake already. What are they remaking in 3 again? We played that one. Why? We played that again. Or are they doing it, like, instead of the... Oh, a port. Okay. Because I was going to say, we played that already. Enhanced port. Okay. We played that. That's where we game overed. We killed the boss and died simultaneously and did not beat the game even though we killed the boss, which was the worst feeling ever. Luckily, they get patched quite a bit before the English localization. That's always a good sign. With East 8, the localization was really rough at first. That's very interesting. I didn't get Lacrimosa until quite a while into the thing. In fact, I didn't get it until after it said the no one expects the surprise patch or whatever it was called, and then they're like, here's experimental co-op. I'm like, oh, now I'm interested in the game. And since then, I've been playing East ever since. They had me at co-op. I mean, that's all they need. Like, just give me co-op. Another scape doll. How many scape dolls do I have, too? Not that many, actually. Yeah, like, and then if you're, like, a console owner, I guess it's like, tough luck, sucks to be you, should've got it on Steam. Just, like, brutal. I love it, though. Unfortunately, Mag Blasts are gonna wear out. Or, not Mag Blast, but the Midla Eula. Oh, nice, Disca right off the bat. Great start. Great start. Let's debuff the room for Chris. But even to the extent... I mean, I think, we were expecting Monstrum to come with it. And it did come out with co-op. Whether that came out for consoles again or not, I don't recall. But we did wait at least until we saw that patch before we purchased Monstrum. Of which I still have mixed feelings about the game. I think in terms of fun, speed, nailed it. In terms of story writing, I think they need to go back to the drawing board, to be honest. But it is what it is. We're playing it more as an action game anyway, so that's fine. We'll just all collectively be sad we can't play as Dogi again. And or we get told that Dogi is doing cool things in the game, does it off screen or whatever nonsense. We'll just be sad about it forever. It's fun, Chad. Oh, I got excited. I heard the rare sound effect in the game. Oh, Chris got a Photon Crystal. Nice. Oh, I'm gonna reset the room. I don't want them targeting me for a second. Or he'll be annoyingly back in the room. Okay. Well, it's still not for Chris then. This enemy chasing me down prevented all my fun plans. Okay. Will you help me ward off these enemies? You can still punch through that. Darn your extendy hands. They're the actual worst. You can see the other enemies legitimately getting stuck. So if those enemies didn't have the extendy hands, this would have been a good spot. What a shame. Anyway. I tried. So yeah, hopefully we'll, you know... I mean, I think the combat is generally heading in a good direction. I think it, you know, if they keep that up, I don't know how they could get away with that much movement in another game, to be honest. But when it comes to combat feel, I think they got it pretty much down pat. Honestly, I thought Lacrimosa was pretty good. I don't know if I fully agree with their decision to nerf things like why allies can't take damage from enemies. I feel like that made the game a little too easy. Like, it was already easy, but it made it, like, crazy easy. Like, compare that to, like, when we were playing on, like, hard mode briefly, and we fought, like, the Sahad dinosaur boss in Lacrimosa. where we would lose like legit half of our health before we even played the characters. Which, I mean, like, I can see why they might do that, but at the same time, I don't think they tuned the difficulty for that kind of a drastic change. So suddenly having 3 full health characters instead of like 1.5, kind of a big difference. It's a little bit, chat. He really just went in and did it. What a god. Oh well, he gave me mag invincibility. Joke's on him. Poor Yowies. Oh, I got Mag Blast. That's kind of annoying. It locked me out of the spells I want. If you want, Chris, you can use Mag Blast. This enemy is not a threat. Oh, now it's a threat. There we go. You know what? I'll actually stop being a force for a second. Hold on. Let me bring out the big gun. 123% chance of special. Whipped it. Just feel the immense disappointment, chat. Just feel it. The game had one job. It was to land the 100 and something, whatever percent it was. Okay. Chris has interrupted my healing for Mag Blast. Interesting choice. Hopefully I don't die from this. Ooh, okay, we didn't die from that. That's all that matters. Enjoy the super buff a bit longer. Okay, we're being kept on our toes. We can't be too complacent. So yeah, this room, I don't know if we could cheese it. There doesn't seem to be like a good area to stand in. We'll look in the next area to see if there's something for newer players to just try to avoid the nonsense on screen. What a god. They're gonna do a couple more grances here and then GG to Gerda-Bulu. So, unlike when we were playing episode 1, there is a plethora of items I'm interested in. Though, I have very limited item space. A little bit of a downside. Take the Dimate though. Both Dimates. I'm mostly just looking to restock for the final room. I think this is probably good enough. Yeah, that's good enough. How am I doing on tries? So I got 6 still? Perfect. Gonna get even more TP back. There we go. Did my first playthrough on Nightmare and East 9 to balance the decrease in difficulty? It does seem like the game would be doable to do that, excluding the out-of-bounds shenanigans we were doing. I mean, like, the base game was so easy. Chat can even testify in case you missed it. I beat the game without ever changing my weapons or armor. I never upgraded. I never forged them. Never bought them. Weren't necessary. Didn't need it to beat the game. I even beat the bonus boss with base items. Although, I will say, the bonus boss did force me to revive once. I revived twice just to make sure I didn't miss XP. But yeah. We didn't even use meals, Tetrium. We didn't use meals. We didn't use healing items, boost potions. The only time I used items in the entire game was the extra boss. That was the only time. Now, that was because of shenanigans. That boss was very silly. I think we were supposed to have cleared the final dungeon and then done the extra boss. That's how it felt like it was leveled. Because that was quite annoying. At least with base weapons. I mean, obviously, if you've got good weapons, it probably wasn't that hard, but... yeah, with base weapons, that was the only time I tried. Sorry to say. Not even the final boss. The final boss, it was more like... I'm like, what thing does it want me to hit? Okay. Perish. Your gimmick has been determined. This is a very annoying wave. I wish there was a better place to stand in this room. Let's do this to hopefully stunlock a few of them. There's always like the one Marissa that just refuses to be where I want them to be. There we go. I had to correct them to be in front of me. There we go. Yeah, it was very easy. And like, Lacrimosa, I think for me was initially a little hard. And to be fair, that dinosaur boss is a very big difficulty jump. Especially if you're new to the game. But then after that, the game got pretty easy. You know, the more features it gives you, the easier it becomes, kind of thing. But East 9 just started way too easy, and then it got easier. I'm sure you would agree, Tetrium. White Cat, best character in combat. Uncontested, best character. Broken, actually broken. I haven't seen nonsense like that since Karna in East 4. 100% White Cat. Yo, she was the first character we got aside from Adol. Never left the party. We could have used stat ups on her. Like what a character. Oh boy. Although you barely used her. Oh my gosh, Tetrium. Holy, what a broken. Okay, Tetrium. I know stun is somewhat based off of the weapon you had. Oh, yeah, Adol was balanced, but White Cat were broken. That's what the difference was. White Cat, Tetrium, I'm not sure if you saw, we legit had near infinite stun loops on almost every boss in the game. We chained, I think at one point, without the boss getting a single attack, 5 extra skills with White Cat. That character is so unbalanced. It was beautiful. There's nothing fair about it. The fact that she can, like, do her rapid punch, like, she gets Cerberus. As soon as she gets Cerberus Strike, it's over. The fact that that has S rank and stun makes no sense. I don't know what they were thinking. But once you get that ability, it's GG. Legit just GG. So, like, it would be like Cerberus Strike, Cerberus Strike, Cerberus Strike. Extra skill for the initial knockdown, or initial stun. Then while the enemy's stunned, you spam all of your stuff again to rebuild extra skill. Then you use extra skill again when the boss is waking up. Then you Cerberus Strike, Cerberus Strike, Cerberus Strike. Then the boss is stunned again. Then you extra skill. Or no. While the boss is stunned, then you regain another extra skill because you used it on the wake up of the boss, which cuts out half of the boss's stun gauge by itself. Well, anyway, the character's not balanced is what I'm trying to tell you. I think at one point we just were like, I was so mad when we had to do the Hawk fight. I'm like, I haven't played Adol in like 5 chapters. How dare you? How dare you make me play him? I'm like, he got benched as soon as we got another party member. I'm like, listen, he's on base equipment. We're not touching him again. Although to be fair, even with Adol's basic weapon, we still highly disrespected that 1v1 versus Hawk. Holy the disrespect. The walk up slowly and parry into the dodge roll. Gross. But anyway, we had fun in the end. But I think in terms of like, they had a lot of mechanics. They felt only really necessary for higher difficulties. So we decided not to use any of them. I think that was how it was fair. The game gave me White Cat and I was like, good enough, I could beat the game. I'll clip out of bounds on everything else. We're fine, you know. It'll be fine. But yeah, by far best character. Actually, since you played before, what did you think of Renegade? I will let you know, the chat watching, some people had played it before, some had not. I think everybody was universally disappointed in Renegade. I don't know if there's some magic skill that makes him, like, viable. But, was, not a character I felt like leveling after a while. I think he was one of the only characters I straight up gave up on. He was not fun at all, yeah. It's like in a game where you have sword moves that can hit full screen, their hit stun is so ridiculous. I don't see why I would ever use a character that doesn't hit stun enemies. You played him enough for the achievement, didn't use him after that. That speaks to the chat's heart here. I think anybody that's seen it would agree with you. Yeah, we were not thrilled. We're like, wow, what kind of cool things could this character have? Because they've done like decent-ish spellcasters before, right? They have the Wind User in East 4, I want to say, as an example. And a lot of her moves were reminding me of Doll's moves. They just restyled them. So I was like, what are they going to do if they have another pure mage? And the answer is really nothing. I think what kind of did not help their appeal, aside from them appearing extremely late in the game, is that a lot of their moves just lack the oomph. So some of that is like literally because it didn't have hit stun, but a lot of it just felt like, I don't know, like it felt like I was throwing a paper cup at them. I never really felt like I was throwing anything strong at them. Meanwhile, you have like Addle's Depth Scythe where that like time freezes and they get murdered, or you have Hulk's ridiculous multi-hit combo and you get like the stylized effects. Like it really felt like something was happening when you did it. Renegade's like, I threw a bullhead. I'm like, does it do anything? I'm like, oh, I got a black hole, but it only kind of like vaguely drags them near it, and it might set up for some cool combos, but I don't really have any other moves that really do much, so just awkward silence with Renegade. Poor Renegade though, chat. Yeah, we ended up using, I think, White Cat, Raging Bull, Hawk. AKA Team Stun. We had Raging Bull to clear basically every encounter that wasn't a boss. White Cat would be every boss. And Hawk was kind of like our generalist when we played through. We did at least equip accessories. The game without accessories would not have been fun. Yeah, I think it's just because like Hawk has like such long freeze frame moves that he just lets the AI do things longer. So you're more likely to build up like incidental stun or things like that on normal fights. It also makes him extremely tanky just due to the fact that the way the skills work in this game, where they get the damage reduction while skills occurring. We had a lot of fun with that. Yeah, that's a game I want to go back to, not to play through the story, but it would be to break it. Like, I would probably go back on Nightmare, and we would just see how out of bounds we could go. Maybe I could skip the whole game. We'll find out, Chad. Maybe we'll skip the whole game. I think I could do it. The only trick so far from what I've seen in a speedrun compared to what I've done like privately that I had a little trouble with was the Coloca Maxima skip, where you don't have White Cat, but you need to get through the first jump. I just could not figure out a good way to put the camera to get that jump consistently. That to me is probably the hardest trick of the ones that I've seen. Otherwise, if it's just like beat the game, I'll be like, okay, I could do that. I did everything else. I did like early, well, I was gonna call them the slums. What were they called in the game? Was it called the Slum District? Well, anyway, the first area where you normally meet White Cat. We went there in Chapter 1 and really confused the game. And we skipped nearly all of the battles there, the raid battles. So we're only missing a couple pieces of the puzzle. I'll see maybe if they have a guide online for the more complicated ones. I saw they were doing something weird at, I think what would normally be Raging Bull's dungeon, where you step on a stone that lowers a door and they have a speech about it, but they wouldn't let the event finish and they would immediately warp out. I think something similar to that happened in East 4, where they're conserving a cutscene trigger. So I think what they're doing is like a cutscene is playing, but they're leaving before it finishes. So what'll happen is if you go to an area that normally is a cutscene, it'll trigger the next cutscene. I think that's what was happening in the speedrun. So for example, they could go straight to Chapter 5 by just going to the Coliseum. And the way to get to the Coliseum is they can already go backwards, potentially through the Chapter 5 dungeon, through shenanigans. So I think that's what was happening in the speedrun. Oh yeah, they skipped the whole game. Yeah, they beat it in like 3 hours or less or some ridiculousness. I have a feeling most of the gameplay is the final boss because they're coming in at like whatever level when they get there. And I have not seen how they skip the final boss. I'm assuming they do. I'm assuming they do not have to do the platforming. The only characters they needed to collect, I think, were Hawk and Raging Bull, I think. So they skip, I think, literally everything else. It's very silly stuff. Okay, I have way more than enough fluids. I should be good. This room. Well, we already know where the safe spot is in this room. There we go. Oh, how... No, I don't have Photon Blast. I wouldn't want to use it on this wave anyway. It's Zeus and Marissa's. They are the knockdown kings. I'm pretty close, but I don't think it's worth it quite yet. It might not even be worth the time spent on it. There's not that many waves left in the run. We're pretty close to the end. I did just get it, though. I guess technically, if you want to use it, I'll try to react. I personally don't need it, or will want to benefit from it. They should just be in Stunlock Hell. There we go. So, yeah, I understood most of the tricks done. The only one I don't understand is that switch trick. I think they have to bind a couple buttons for that to work, so I would legit need them to showcase how that's done. So I think they're doing, like, jump and map might be the same button, but I'd want a confirmation before I would do that kind of run. Otherwise, we did some really silly things in our run. We clipped out of bounds 8 or 9 times? We had a lot of fun. We did not obey the logic of the game. We got to the final post-raid dungeon reward, I think 2 chapters early. We went to the Mountain of Thor a chapter early. We learned how to skip a boss. We didn't do it in our playthrough, but we learned how to skip a boss. What else did we do? Oh, we went to, like, the Forgotten Valley or whatever it's called. Potentially very early in the game. In fact, we could have done that, I think, in Chapter 4 instead of Chapter 5. Did I play the game normally once? Oh, no. No. We do the story in order, so I didn't want to do any story skips, but, like, dungeon skips? Oh, we did all sorts of stuff early. We went so out of bounds, it was ridiculous. I think my favorite was going through the Rocky Plains to Chapter 5. And we did get semi-spoiled, because we went through, and they're like, oh no, we gotta rescue the bullfighter! He's been captured! And I'm like, that hasn't happened yet, but cool story. I mean, I think you wanted me to just check out this, like, desert temple over here or something, where we switch back and forth between Adel and the other party, I'll put it that way. But yeah, we didn't have to do any of that. We just ended up in the lab, which was really funny. We did that entire dungeon minus the door. There's one door that stopped us from going out of plot order. So thank that locked door. But if we had learned the cutscene skip in our playthrough, I think we would have been able to just go from Chapter 5 straight to the end of the game. So, like, I have a very strong idea of how they would have done it based off of experiences. Door is the bane of the stream. You're not wrong. More often than not, it's a door. But no, I didn't feel a need to play it legit, honestly. Like, in terms of, like, no skips, no glitches, etc. We still went and did everything. I think I missed, like, one conversation with plot. But otherwise, we did every story boss, etc. It's just that we went to places we were definitely not meant to go to. Like, as I said before, like the Forgotten Valley. Or whatever it's called. That's near the, destroyed hamlet or whatever. Up at the north part of the map. But yeah, we went there super early, which was funny, because we did, like, no damage to anything. But I'm like, hey, let's go check what treasures are here. Why not? This wave I'm gonna respect. I'm gonna go to my safety spot. I'm gonna hopefully buff Chris, but these enemies are all over me. I'm actually having trouble doing that. Oh, I got stuck on the fence. That sucks. I mean, it's kind of like when we were playing Lacrimosa. Like, even when the first time we ever played an Ys game on stream, even Lacrimosa, we glitched out. Some of it intentional, some of it not. I'm not sure if you experienced the same thing. Did you come across the damage bug? I'll put it that way. You either know or you don't know if you played Lacrimosa. But we came across it, and it was very silly. I felt really bad for all the post-game bosses. I don't think you're supposed to do, like, several thousand damage a frame. I don't think that was working as intended. But, I'm like, listen, I didn't even do anything tricky. The game is just not programmed properly. It's not my fault. Right, chat? Not my fault. Although, I kind of do want to go back and play Lacrimosa. I saw somebody else playing it the other day. I think so far that's probably overall my favorite Ys. Oh, and chat has no idea how badly I want to show off the Donna glitch. I do want to show the Donna glitch. Especially now that I understand Ys Monstrum movements a lot more. I could probably go backwards with some of that. Like, for example, we bound, what was it, dodge roll and swap on the same button for ludicrous character hovering. And then we found out the flight bug in Monstrum, where you can have nearly unlimited horizontal travel. And we combined that with the rapid swap so that we could recover Hawk's flight meter while losing almost no height. And that led to a lot of out-of-bounds shenanigans. But for Lacrimosa's standpoint, we went out of order a little bit. That game had a lot of, like, plot barriers where you had to have X number of characters. And that was pretty hard to get around. We did go to, like, a couple areas early. Like, I know there was, like, a swampy area we went to very early before we had swamp boots or whatever. And we Zahaded extra skilled our way up into the platform I'm not supposed to be able to reach. Then there was that weird cliffside that leads to the end of the game, but for some reason early in the game, there's just this massive invisible wall that disappears later on. Like, once you get later in the game, that wall is not there, and you could actually do, without having flight or other kind of crazy tricks, you could just make that jump. But for some reason, prior to that, it's like invisible walled. Even though on the map it shows you should be able to walk there, you can. Yeah, maybe we'll go back to Lacrimosa and try some, like, just like a glitch run. I don't know if we'll play through the whole story, because the game is pretty long. Unless we glitch through the game, then we could beat the game in like 2 hours, but you know, such is life. But yeah, I had a lot of fun experimenting. I just like to play with the game and learn the mechanics. I mean, some of them are not intended mechanics. Like, I don't know how much of it was intended for them whenever you dodge roll. If you just immediately tap your parry button, like 9 times out of 10, you'll always get the flash guard with how the mechanics work in that game. So, like, we'll just dodge around. If we get a flash move, we're like, okay, I'm just gonna let myself tumble. And instead of having vulnerability frames at the end of my tumble, I'll just briefly flash guard into either another tumble, or it will do flash guard, and it'll give me enough time to react, and I can just do my skills. So there's like all sorts of interesting things. Like, again, some of them feel intended, some of them look like oversights, and some of them are clearly just, they're just absolute shenanigans for sure. But, yeah, I have fun with it. This game, you know, we're experimenting with, like, position, because there's not a whole lot we could do to glitch in this game. But we still have fun with it. So, Chris, you're gonna have to give us a check. How many coal pieces do you have? I'm 12 away from having 2 presents, so I could probably gift you a present at this rate. So I'm thinking we do at least one more. I don't know if it'll be a Christmas Fiasco 4, because that's a little rough with just 2 people. But I wouldn't mind doing, like, a solstice or something. See, we never used the weapon. It's fine. We just abused our V at 01, which increases cast time. I think that was fairly successful. I barely used, like, I picked up a lot of tri-fluids, but at the same time, if I'd never picked up any, I probably would have been fine, especially at my level. So I wouldn't need RNG drops to complete the run. If I really needed TP, I could just die and recover full TP. It's like a free tri-fluid. Speaking of which, my bank sync bro at 120%, that's fine. So we'll give Chris just a second, and then that'll decide. I think I got enough in me for at least one more medium length quest, or like 2 TTFs. Depending on what Chris is doing, we'll probably switch to TTF to give him a little bit of a break. But I wanted to make sure we got some event quests in there. Oh, Chris is contemplating the coal. You have 33 coal, so if I give you 7 coal, you'll have enough. Let's do that then. Alright, let's give Chris 7 coal. I'm gonna retrieve 47. Then what we're gonna do, he's gonna put this away in his share bank. I guess I'll just TTF with this character to make your life easy, Chris. So I'm gonna play a force. Do what you want. enjoy the game with TTF. I'll stick to Viridian. We're gonna beat, I think, Dark Falls twice, and then we'll conclude with opening. I'm not gonna say it's our last present on stream, but probably one of our last sets of presents on stream. Oh, you know who I'm bringing? Oh, he bringing the big gun? The big cojones? I should call him the big washing machine, actually. You know what? I'm gonna see if people are available. I haven't seen too many people playing. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call the game TTF Viridian and see if anybody joins. But I'll give Chris a solid minute. I want to make sure he's able to join. So we'll make our first public game on stream in a long time. I don't normally play public games. I'd like to invite viewers into the games. I like playing with people if they're open, but I don't normally make a public game. So we'll give them like a courtesy minute. So once I see Chris basically washing machine his way into view, speaking of which, I'm gonna make the game. So we'll give them like a minute tops, and then I'm moving on. Gonna get more star atomizers while I'm here. I mean, I called it TTF. That is like the great lore usually if you want to bring players in. But it's kind of a weird time. So we'll see if anybody joins. We'll give them a little bit of time. I have a feeling they're all paired up already for TTF. I feel like most people log in like about an hour ago from now. So like when we started the Christmas fiasco, and they probably are grouped at this point. And they play for their like 2.5, 3 hours. So by the time Chris is done shopping, we'll continue. So we'll state that we did have a public game and we waited a little bit of time. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Oh, speaking of which, looks... we have tons of people. There we go. It never fails. Just call the game TTF. Oh, is dying one of those, Is he one of those Hugh casts that uses the what's it called? The Ogleflow sword? Chat knows what I'm talking about. It looks like he injured himself, so I have to actually be very careful not to rest to him. If we're looking at that correctly. So that's gonna prove. I think this is the first time I've ever seen somebody go for the Ogleflow strategy. I was trying to figure out why he was injuring himself, and it's because he just wants to go for the insta-kill. Yeah, he's definitely thank you. It's dark. There we go. So I will try really, really hard not to heal him. It is such an instinct. Welcome, Hellcleave. Hope you're doing well. We're going to be doing a few runs of this. Oh my gosh, the instinct to heal. I just see that health bar. I'm so nervous. But he should be fine. I mean, he's got one of the best swords in the game. It's fine. Let's just debuff him real quick. Just don't heal. Don't heal. That's the real challenge for me. I mean, I shouldn't get hit that often, fortunately. I'll have to remember to use Diemates. You've never seen a Dark Claw in action? I've seen it before, but I've never seen another player use it before, is the best way to put it. So this to me is probably a first on stream. So he's gonna nuke it. So to inform Antares Convoy / person in the chat, that weapon only has one attack at low health, or at all health, but at low health it activates a special one where instead of doing a normal swing, it just absolutely murderizes everything. I saw the healing thing and I got so worried. You have no idea. I was like, I hope that wasn't me. That wasn't me, right? It wasn't me. Okay, I hope it wasn't me. I don't remember my finger being on the heal button. It wasn't me, I swear, chat. So hope you're doing well today, Hellcleave. What the? Oh, did they already come in the boss room? Oh, does his Dark Flow hit slimes or something? Done with mag beating for a while. Oh, I got wrecked. I deserve it though. And he's using Girasol to hurt himself. Okay, I was wondering what his weapon of choice was to injure himself. So to answer Chris's question. Again, I'm trying really hard not to heal him. It wasn't me, I swear. I think it was Renea or whatever. Yeah, and he's got to burn it, because anytime he gets any amount of healing, if he gets out of that yellow health region, it's just not good enough. Alright, he's going to wait for that. That's fine. So I'm not sure if he knows or if he's expecting it, but I'm going to Ryuker. I'm not sure if he is. See, I swear I pay attention. I know how to play the game. If he didn't telepipe, that's on him, though. I'm learning. I swear I know how to do TTF okay. Oh, he must be walking or something. Yeah, he was walking. He's got the Buster Sword. Nice. Ooh, I didn't pay my bill. Oh, wait, I dodged the laser? That's a thing? Okay. Alright, just don't heal him, and we're fine. Oh. Unlucky he got targeted, honestly. Oh, that time I didn't mean... That time I needed to heal. That time I needed to heal, I got scared. But it also, in my defense, it revived him. So it cancels out, it cancels out. He can Girasol himself, it's fine. My bad. I gotta rebuff him. There we go. Stop healing up! Stop! No. Do they not know? That time I thought I was out of range in my defense. I just wanted to be at full health for this room. Nice. Alright. He's already in the next area. Let's move on. See, like, normally I would say it's wasteful to kill those enemies, but we're in a Christmas event, so any random kills that don't take, like, more than a couple seconds, I think are worth it. Just because, as we saw before, we can end up with random present chances, although these enemies are not weakened enough for me to do that. Please stop targeting. Please stop targeting. I was thinking about if I wanted to request a mag feeding from you, Hellcleave. But in general, I was taking a look at what you were saying you needed. You wanted to be hooked up with some heavenly arms, if I remember correctly. Alright. Now that I'm in the room properly, let's go ahead and go forward. So as a reminder, I'm still learning this new control layout, so if you see me using some weird spells every now and then, it's because I learned that I can use control to use other sets of spells. So I gotta unlearn some muscle memory. Oh, that was an instant delete. Okay. You know what? I'm actually gonna put a fireball down. Nice, he already got the other thing. Put in another Gafoe to make it a bit safer for him. So he healed at some point. That wasn't me. I did not heal him. It wasn't me. I didn't equip Excalibur. I can equip Excalibur, but I might not get the stunlock I'm looking for. I always forget to do that when I come in this room because I'm always not with Excalibur. So we'll call it a skill issue on this one. Oops. Annoying. Come on, be targetable. I need to learn the distance to stand. What the? What the? What? Chat, you saw that, right? Okay, that one wasn't my fault. Did you see that? He skipped like 4 monitors. What was that? What a cheater. Okay. Oh, I did have this unlock going there actually briefly. There we go. Okay, one time was my fault. The second time was not my fault. He cheated. He teleported to the other side of the arena for no reason. What a cheater. Okay. I know. What a desync nonsense boss. Okay, so here's what I learned. Who even got bound? Oh, it was Chris. We all came to your rescue. So when that blue thing faces you, this is all I've learned. That's one of the only spots I can stand with Excalibur to get a double hit. Escape doll? I will gladly take that. So let me know if you want to hop in Hellcleave. We just did a random public game. Because I decided, you know what, why not? People would join TTF all the time for it. Oh, he's the one that goes to... Really? He goes there? As a hunter? Interesting. I mean, I was always gonna come here because I'm a force. What am I... Like, I would never want to fight the sorcerer. Maybe he... Oh, maybe he uses it for leverage? Or elevation, I mean. Interesting. Yeah, we're just gonna pause trick our way through here. I know I could technically use the other menu. Like, I think this one would even work to not target people. I just prefer the pause menu, honestly. It really matters either way. Found a photon drop, nice. Make his life a little easier. Just give him a good old gelin. Alright, so we're definitely gonna hit the right button this time. Got mag invincibility, perfect. We'll use magical piece because if I cast with unarmed, I will randomly get hit twice with a stupid spinner and die. So let's just avoid all RNG with this. I'm gonna keep it simple. We're gonna use the right spell to clear this out. We learned this the other day. I saw Chris use this spell randomly and I'm like, wait a minute. Actually a good idea. So thank you, Chris. I mean, like, you look at their weaknesses and you would think ice at first because that's what they take more damage from, but if you're able to hit the damage threshold, then 2 Gaboes clearing out this whole arena is quite ridiculous. Speaking of which... I think he's trying to enter himself, so I'll try not to heal him. I'm gonna try really hard not to heal him. There we go. Mission accomplished. Didn't heal him. It's a new challenge. I've never played with an Olga full player before. I've played with low health players before, but usually it's not as big of a deal. Actually, put some Gaboe out here. Make it a bit safer for him. I did it. I got 1 Excalibur hit. That's all I wanted. I did it. I helped. I tagged the boss, guys. I'm gonna get XP now. Oh, wait. Getting trolled. Okay, we're gonna do the pause trick. I'm gonna move diagonal. Oh, he's near me. Okay. Pause trick, I'm gonna walk away from them. Ephinea died, unfortunately. It's gonna probably do like 1 or 2 more TTF. I mean, if you're up for it, Hellcleave, if you want to hop in, you will get priority over random people. As I hit the wrong button. So I should put Bringer's Arm. Oops. We'll do some Poes. I wasn't sure who it was going for. It's going for Ephinea. I was gonna block for them. Whoa, okay, there we go. Yeah, I kept them alive, that's all that matters. Ha! The final hit. I did it, chat. The power of Foe compels me. I think I did okay there. I think I messed up Volta. But otherwise, I think I mostly positioned my heals correctly to still help people. I got my revives in. Got the debuffs on the bosses at a pretty good rate. I'm happy with that. Our name is not at the top. No one got red ring. Love his character so wide his arm means another character profile. It's quite something. Oh, interesting. He doesn't even go for the money. I mean, I don't blame him. But, yeah, Hellcleave, if you're up for it, we'll do either a TTF or we could do, Solstice or whatever you want. Yeah, no red ring. I'll continue to play this character, just so that people can pick whatever they want. I mean, I'm the Force, I can support, do whatever they want, etc, etc. So I'll give Hellcleave a minute or two, otherwise we'll make maybe another TTF public, we'll see. I mean, that went pretty well. We didn't wait like an absurd amount of time for people to join. We just casually did items. Even then, I can put stuff away. I just want to make sure if Chris is in on it, Chris is able to get in. You're fine with just tagging along. I already forget Hellcleave. What character do you normally play as? My memory is terrible. Bowie bot, I respect that name. I mean, you probably do like a couple TTFs, but if you were up to... Oh, it just depends. I mean, I could just do another TTF. Just keep it simple. But my brain is like, I played with like 15 people, and I remembered some of the character classes, and I remembered even less of the people that were playing them. But I will go back, I'm gonna review the VODs, I'm gonna learn. Call the game Hellcleave and Rocks. Oh, we went through this last time. We'll call it Hell Rocks. So I'll make a passworded game this time. So I'm gonna make sure that we get everybody in. So we'll make a TTF, I think. Maybe we'll do 2 TTFs. So, you know, they're pretty quick. I'm not sure I'm up for like a whole fiasco. We'll see. Oh, nice choice. Love to see it. I am trying to remember if I did this or not. Brain is thinking. Where is it? There we go. Guild cards. There we go. I did it. I remembered. It's a feature in PSO. Give the guild cards. Yeah, definitely don't take it as being rude of like, just like, I literally forgot they were a thing until this week. I was like, oh, right. There's a way you can exchange information in an MMO game. So like, again, we talked about this before. They're like, my brain compartmentalizes 2 different facts. It doesn't draw lines between them. It's like, if you want to know if people are online, it's like, you get your card out. It's okay. My brain works in mysterious ways sometimes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we were just talking about the HuCast a little earlier. We got a LNK with a low amount of hit, but we were talking about, just in general, some charge weapons were kind of sick. What a massacre. And goodbye, Hilda. Okay, just gotta remember, when I'm at the machine boss, equip Excalibur. Oh, yeah, I was saying to the chat also earlier, I was seeing people use the telepipe trick. So, like, when we're waiting for that one shark in caves, that the other team members go to the boss room, and then the other person just telepipes to their destination. That was not what I meant to press. That boss died instantly. Congratulations, guys. I've been out DPS. That was some big damage. So I could probably do that. I mean, I get Ryuker, so it just kind of makes sense. That's something I want to try when we get, like, dedicated teams. It does save, like, probably about 15 seconds. It's not, like, a huge time save, but it is amusing. I think people also do it in Ruins when they go to the platform for the Sorcerer. I think I saw them use that there when I was in a different group. And that also makes sense to me. Yeah, we're gonna try not to murder Mr. Slime until everybody's ready. Now we murder Mr. Slime. There we go. So I'm gonna let the team go first, because I'm not gonna beat the team DPS. I already know this is a pack, we're good. So whoever wants to kill Lily, have fun. I'll hack my way out of here. There we go. Okay, no rare lilies there. I'll keep walking on ahead just to trigger the next room. Nice. Almost got the one shot. It was close. Nice paralysis. Not in a good formation for Excalibur on that one. So, like, for example, if someone were to telepipe here, and then I would end up with the telepipe in the other room, I'll go set it up. I want to get into that habit, even if nobody uses it, just because, like, it'll be a courtesy thing in the future. Also, we were exploring a little bit about why... Oh, God, the Knight's Disc. I hate that song. I was exploring a little more about how the insta-kill works on the slime. I think I have a better understanding of why that works now. Actually, I guess technically if they're teleporting to me, I should do this. Anyway. So I think we were experimenting. So if we can reset whether or not it insta-kills by doing 3 attacks, which is interesting. Okay, I paid Sega Team today for invincibility. Looks like the bribes, I mean the DLC is working. I still Moon Atomizer. I gotta also get in the habit of just reverse ring. I mean, that spell exists. I can just use it. Just rebuff people while we're here, why not? Alright, so I already have Excalibur equipped, but I don't want it here. I'm gonna make them a little weaker. So we can ignore this wave. The only reason to even kill this one at all is for presence. Yeah, I think Hellcleave definitely making the right choice to just skip that. Okay. Hellcleave. Oops, wrong side. That's the side of it. There we go. Honestly, they're so weak. I might as well switch for Bowie once. You never know. Random present. Nope. Meagid 25? Maybe. I'll go back for it. Sometimes you get lucky, you never know. Okay, Mr. Sinnoh's here. Goodbye, Mr. Sinnoh. So I'm gonna debuff the first wave, and then I'm just gonna spam Gapoe. There we go. Then hopefully the team's freeze trap CPS should be good enough to carry. In fact, let me make sure I magical piece just for more fireball damage. It makes everybody's life even easier. Just kill them at half health. That's so scary every time. I'm like, just hope they never hit me. That's my gameplay plan. Just believe. Believe really hard. You know what? You know what? They didn't hit me. I'll count that as a win. Okay, so here's where I need to remember to Excalibur. So, can I do the stun loop with just Kazan? Let's find out. Holy, that damage is insane. Okay, I can still do the loop with that. Get him on the starting animations for the hiccups. Got the chain lightning kill on the switch, easy peasy. Do a little courtesy refoe to the room so people have a chance to get in. Do a nice little heal on the way in. Don't really need D-band, we'll just do Shifta. And now this time I have Excalibur. But can I stun lock? I need to practice this, because we only very recently got V801. So it should spawn behind me, despite the camera showing me that. Oh. Got desynced with me. There we go. I got it. Oh, okay. Well, now the screen died. Rip. There we go. Okay, that was like halfway right. I did get the stun lock, but the screen was damaged when I got the stun lock. But I did reapply the stun lock, so I guess that works. Alright, so it's not facing me, so I'm not gonna get the double hits. Is there another piece I could look at for double hits? Probably not. Nicely done. So I'm gonna do a fireball here into... Only 2 fireballs, actually. Just pop all the boxes. Photon drop, nice. There we go. I was emergency DPS. Alright, so I'm gonna go on the platform. I'm gonna do my classic bait with them. Well, that's even easier. Meanwhile, Team Murderbots can go on ahead. Oh, HP material. I want that at some point, actually. Well, yeah, because Hellcleave was looking for HP material. See, I remember items, but I can never remember character names or anything else. I'll go for that HP material. We'll give it to Hellcleave. Boink. All clear. Nice little buff again. Whoa, my camera got turned around. That was weird. It's not even pointed D-banding. This boss is just kind of whack. Wow, this is a ridiculously fast clear. We're at the boss at 10 minutes. It's pretty good. That was with messing around with Sinnohs too. Love to see it. Hello, Try. Hope you're doing well. Oh, they are all over me. Get away. Alright, I'll try to stay near the northern part of the map. That'll be my goal. Nobody wants to be back there anyway. Holy, stop bullying me. Hope I'm having one with you, so it's going pretty well. We did a public game. It went pretty well. We saw somebody do a unique weapon strat, which is always cool to see. We're now gaming still with Chris, and Hellcleave from the chat has joined us. We've been graced with DPS. No complaints there. Love a fastball skill if we can get it. And I've learned the Gafoe. That way I can kill the spinners and damage the boss. I can switch to Excalibur for a couple hits here. Why not do a sacrifice? There we go. So what will my strategy be? I mean, like, I should always try to bum rush to debuff, but just go for the greedy shot. Ooh. I was a little close on the Zalor, but I still got it. Probably could have been a few steps back. Okay, dodge the ice spell, dodge the spinners. Got some pot shots, cured myself. Going in. There we go. Good positioning. Yeah, I think now that I've learned kind of that trick to bait the boss's spells, I almost never get hit by the spells now. I'm like 1 in 5 I get hit by on that. I've definitely drastically lowered how often that boss wrecks me. I'm gonna run forward debuff. Get a couple pot shots in on the boss. Shoot some fireball. Ooh, short cycle. Don't want to see that. Ooh, it's going in for the robots. I don't think it can knock me down, so I'm just gonna go for damage here. I'm gonna hurt. Uh-oh, bad time for controller disconnect. Oh, I'm good though. Chat wants to go crazy. I'm gonna hit it a little more at least. Oh, I was gonna say, you guys could just go crazy. I don't care if you kill me. I got like 3 escape dolls. Like, I can't get rid of them. Just... Alright, let's weaken the boss a little bit to one cycle it, hopefully, after this. There we go. You have permission to kill me if I'm linked. There we go. Kill with fireball. Save some time. Now, if I didn't have escape dolls, I'll let you know. But I always try to have like 4. Because I'm like, listen, I'm either gonna rest the spam, or maybe I'll chip away when I'm the link. Because I'm the only one that could realistically hit it when it's invincible like that. So, but it's super well done. I want to see what the time is. Unfortunately, this takes like literally a whole minute. 13:46. Okay, that's pretty good. I will do some checks. Unfortunately, I don't see any banners at the top, so no red ring for the team. Even though everybody here definitely earned it. I like that Talisius mag on Hellcleave. Oh, the boss actually dropped me Meseta? Really? I'm just gonna check the boxes with Zond. Okay, don't see anything. Gotta do a trade real quick. Okay. Sure, we'll do at least one more game. But then we'll have a hard cutoff. We'll do probably, let's say we'll do 2 more TTF. And then we'll do a hard cutoff. Because I definitely do not want to let the stream go super late. As much as it's fun, I am feeling the effects of Suikoden 3. The game was brutal. What I would have done for a save point, chat. Playing till like 1:45 plus in the morning and just going like, please let me save the game. I beat the game like 20 minutes ago and there's still no save and there's another chapter. Like, please. It took so long to get to this point. It was brutal. Yeah, that was big oop indeed. I was thinking, you know, I'd be done around like midnight, but it just went on and on and on. It was just horrible. But anyway, we're there. Oh, there's Klamagon. recognize that person. They got a lot of our materials recently. So I figured it'd be nice to say hello to them. Sure, we'll do one more. So we'll do a public game, and then we'll do one more with Hellcleave, because that'll give him time to do trades. Or if he's really quick on the trade, I mean, he could rejoin. We'll see. So hopefully Chris is ready. I'm gonna go ahead and make the game. Game is up. I like 5 million scape dolls. Uh-oh, I don't see Chris. Oh no, he said he'll be right back in a moment. I didn't catch that. Oh no. Well, hopefully he'll join in time. That was a bad time for me to see the delay in the chat. I think on stream it was fine. On my little phone, it did not load that message until just now. Should have been looking at the big monitor. That was my bad. Winning on one other. Okay, Chris, hop in. Be quick. It's a public game. It's a TTF Meridian. Alright, there we go. So the other person will take a little bit of time, and by that point, we'll see if they're ready. So otherwise, I'm ready to go. Yeah, this is fine. Like, how many people do you need to do a TTF? It's fine. We only need 4 people. Oh, you know what's sad? We have Ziggy, Extraneous, and Rox. If we had, we could have been Team 0. So close. We could have spelled the word, chat. Oh, that is a really cool looking mag. I wonder what that is. I'll make a comment to him before, well, what? Oh, he's using Red Sword? Okay, I respect. Final Impact. Get that trash out of here. I like the look of it for sure. Welcome back, Hellcleave. Only Chris got invulnerability. I was not worthy, apparently. Was the last chapter really that bad? It was really long, Kai. It was really, really, really long. That final chapter, in its totality, was 10 hours, Try, and I split it up in like 3 sessions. No, I think it was 12 hours actually across 3 sessions. That chapter would not end. It also had like the world's longest plot dump, which did not help. Yeah, in that battle, in the final chapter, Try, we had 2 siege battles and 8 boss battles? It just would not end, Try. I was like, I felt like the game, especially at the end, when all I wanted to do was win, and they had a 10-minute plot dump cutscene before the final boss. That was like, it got to me. I was just like, oh my god, this cutscene is not ending. Holy, that cutscene. The cutscene was so brutal. It just like, it made you go everywhere. It made you play as every character. You then formed teams multiple times. He didn't go. I thought he's going for Lily. Okay, I'll go for Lily. That's fine. I don't have my cure paralysis on me. But yeah, it just would not end. Like, you played as Godot, you played as Lady Chris, then you played as Hugo, and then I keep getting excited when I hear the rare sound, and it's just like Final Impact. It's so disappointing. But yeah, it's just absolutely, what a mess. I'm assuming he's gonna take care of that. But yeah, the final boss was also ridiculous difficulty spike. Can we talk about that? That final boss was not okay. I'm really glad I figured out all the broken stuff, or I would have been on that boss battle forever. Like, that legit was like so not fun. And then I had to edit that video. Oh, see, he took the telepipe. See that? See that, chat? It paid off. I just talked about that. Somebody took the telepipe. I knew somebody would. I got their back. See, they assumed I knew what I was doing, and I sort of know what I'm doing. Of course, I got targeted. It's 50-50. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's like I got him covered. I respect. But yeah, that boss battle, holy try. That was like one of the biggest stat checks I have seen in so long. It was merciless. So try, you have one turn to do 3k damage to the healing unit of the boss, or it just revives itself, /heals itself 3k every turn. By the way, try. Just PS, by the way, it heals 3k every turn until you defeat the part that is 3k. That was not fun. that was a game design choice. Yeah, it was like, man. And it also will randomly stack damage on you, so we were at like equivalency of recommended level. Like, we were not under level. We were recommended level. And the game was like, nah, we're still gonna potentially one-shot every party member, because they could do 360 plus fire damage to somebody with average magic defense, and then they do about, on average, 200 to everybody on top of that. So just one character is just outright dead every time. It was just super brutal. So yeah, I don't think chat blames me for choosing top tiers. Like, as much as I wanted to win with the chat selected characters, I legit don't think I could do 3k damage at all in order to win that. I don't even think it was feasible. Is this too much? Oh no, beam 101s. We try though. Yeah, I love I do like one Christmas Fiasco 4, I get like Heaven Striker finally, and then the game is like, oh, you do like a million TTFs? No beam 101 for you. Nice. Got the stun lock, love to see it. A little fireball action down, do this properly. Got it. Put a safety Flowy down. Heal our team members. I was gonna say, for Hellcleave, I'll even do not one but 2 TTFs. Gotta support the stream. But that'll absolutely be my limit. I don't wanna start a new quest after 12 for sure. I need to go to bed at a reasonable hour. I do not have the right weapon equip. Skill issue. I do it every time, chat. There we go. I'm gonna put out some Gafoi so I can see what monitor this idiot is on. There we go. I think Gafoi as a backup strategy is okay. It does actually hurt the boss. If I don't get that first screen or second screen though, I'll just do Gafoi. Because sometimes it forces it to reveal, which is nice. I'm gonna walk a little sideways here. Actually, no. Yeah, right there is where I want to stand. Oh, should go to sleep? Okay, then this will be our final one then. It's all up to you, Hellcleave. You're more than welcome to join. If you're up for it, we'll do it. I don't want to force you either. But just remind me, I picked up some extra HP material for you at some point. I know you're looking for a lot. Darkbringer didn't spawn since I wasn't here when he appeared. Interesting. I'm gonna go for the classic juke. That way you two could be together. But yeah, try. It's just like one of those things. I was like, man. And then I had an absolutely atrocious team for the Uber fight. Like, I think I had like one of the worst possible teams. If I didn't have Augustin, I think it would have been GG. I don't think I could have won with that team. I would have had to have seen how to restart or reselect your characters. I'm going for that HP material. It's for Hellcleave. We're getting it. There we go. Acquired. But yeah, it just, oof. I mean, it's so weird because like it go from like the Uber fight, which was hard, mostly because we didn't have the right party, but like it went okay-ish. Like I did account for if I had somebody that needed to tank, I did bring in a tank. It's just that they were not taking attack detention right away, which was scary. But man, oh man. Sarah fight, easy. Oof, final boss. Like, I hope you brought nothing but magic tanks, because you're not doing anything else. But don't worry, try. It's still not over. We have a bonus chapter to do. We only beat the main story. So I'm very curious what the game will force upon me in this bonus chapter. I'm scared that it gave me party levels, as I really do not want to level up more characters. I think I'm kind of done with that. But we'll see what happens. But anyway, I should be in a better mood about the game, I think, by next week. This is kind of like our detox. Put a little too far in the corner. I'm gonna go back to the center a bit more. There we go. Yeah, that's why I was like, and then I did all the video editing try, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. So fun fact, by the way, Try, if you end up streaming anything anytime soon, if you slash moment and you kill the OBS chat menu, but you don't cancel the moment, it just loops for eternity. Just PS, by the way. It never stops looping. I had to actually stop the stream. Oh, he's at 100? I'm not even close. Oh, oh, you're near me. No, stop walking towards me. I don't want to be near people. I'm gonna go revive him. I should have used my other spell. I got hit by that. He doesn't have shift on, which is the problem. He like slightly outran me. I wish he waited like just a frame for me to shift to him. Well, several frames, but you know what I mean. Because now I can't help him. Because he's talking about PB, and I'm like, no, I don't have PB. It's not happening. Shit, he's dead again. I'm gonna hurt the boss, and then I'm gonna go revive him. This is not a big DPS loss. I'm gonna make sure he's back. I'll block for him. This should be fine. He doesn't have enough HP to survive this, so oh, why is he moving? Stop moving. No. Oh, I took 1,400 for that. Appreciate my sacrifice, chat. Did you see that damage? I almost got ended. Level 198, not high enough for falls, chat. Didn't you know? We should be good there. Oh, just let me body block for you. There we go. I got mag invincibility. Let me body block. I swear, I know what I'm doing. Okay. Just kill the boss. Kill the boss. Kill the boss. Do not spare me. Please kill me. Oh, I don't want to multi-cycle this. Too late. I have 6 scape dolls. I need somebody to remove them from my inventory. They're multiplying like the plague. Why didn't he mag blast? I don't have mag blast. Okay. I should survive this. There we go. I'm like, I don't think either of us got hit hard enough to get back blast. But I feel like the animation for waiting for it wouldn't have been needed. We had enough DPS, I don't think it would have mattered. Now, if we had gotten that, like, somehow by, like, I don't know, Worm Boss somehow, then I would say probably worth it. Oh, that wasn't too bad. No, ooh, money. Money's always good. So yeah, trying. The OBS did not really think out that Twitch integration. Because, like, the chat was literally closed, and it was still playing from the chat. It's crazy. Supersonic A20 says nah. I'm not sure what they're saying nah to. Oh, are they saying if you got Photon Blast by Worm? But I was saying, like, that would be the only time, but it's not realistic. That's what that was in response to. Because I was saying, like, the time taken for 3 people to do the Photon Blast in the Falls final phase, when you have, like, actual strong players, I don't think it's worth it. I think I now understand why people do the telepipe strats. Yeah, see, that took, like, 15 minutes. That was too slow. That's like a solid, what, 40-second animation? Especially if we do multiples. Ooh. Yeah, not needed. But it's fine. You know, to each their own. Hopefully you're doing well, Supersonic at 20. Excellent work. I'll take the money, though. Okay, this will be, for sure, the last TTF of the stream. For tonight, I mean. So, we'll see who joins. There's Renea. We've played with them before. So, we'll do the same thing as before. Normal, ultimate, go. And then what we'll do after this quest is we'll make a present quest, and then Chris and I will open some presents. Can we pull that 40 coal, though? Oh, I'm sure. Welcome, Hellcleave. See that? I finally remembered. It helps that I just saw you recently again. Oh, welcome, welcome. We'll give them, like... I don't know. We'll give them, like, a courtesy 20 seconds. I'm gonna go get some HP materials for Hellcleave. We'll do that little gift. As I said before, I will never use them on a character. I don't like it because, like, yes, it helps with early characters, but when you're late in the game, I feel like you just die randomly. Just nonsense for having too much HP. Oops, somebody else joined the game. I'm at 36? That's a lot more than I was expecting. That's a lot of money. So we'll give it to Hellcleave. There you go, Hellcleave. Enjoy the 37 HP material. I'll put it near the bank. Oh, the other guy just kind of dropped. Not sure why he dropped. That's fine. I mean, I'll do it with just the 3 of us. Okay. Oh, hello. That is quite a character. I'm surrounded by robots. It really is the Terminator. Oh, you're gonna throw me mind maths? Maybe. We'll do, we'll figure out where to exchange. I'll make, you know what I'll do? It says, yeah, I use a lot of them. I use, I think 148 and 150, I think, every time I make one of those. It's quite silly. Holy. Yeah, I don't think I need to... Do I even need to deband a team like this? I feel like I don't. This team is just kind of silly. I mean, if he wants to up the chances of presence, I am not going to criticize his gameplay whatsoever. He's level 200. He has seen it all. His adventure has just begun, according to the banners at the top. Actually, what is the hit rate on this? Oh, it is a 30 hit. Okay. I'm looking at Hellcleave's health and I'm like, I think that was from Sacrifice Special. I should probably heal him. Do a quick little heal there. Holy. The damage is insane. It's unequipped Excalibur now. I'm not really needed here. Listen. Oh, you got Olga Flow? Uh-oh. The Dark Flow. Okay. Learning. Respect it. Oh, dunked on the dragon. Good to know. My bad. I was in the other room, so I didn't see what weapon you had. But now I know. I should have figured. I was thinking Berserk, and sort of right. I don't see anything I want there. So he's gonna go for that. I guess I'll just wait here with Chris. I could technically go for the Lily, but it's ridiculous. Nice insta-kill. Love to see it. Love it. I just watched the lilies explode, literally and figuratively. Okay. I'm just gonna debuff this room. I'm assuming you guys got this. Yeah, you got it, you got it. Let's do anything there. Finally. Every time I hear the present of, I just get sad. I just get so sad. Okay, so I'm gonna do the telepipe trick, I swear. Because I have Ryuker, so it costs no resources for me to do this. So I'm gonna be like in the door. Hey, more than one person did it. Yay! It's all good. Oh, where's Chris? Oh, the Hug and Chugs. Oh no, I didn't pay Sega. I know invincibility. What happened? Ooh, got bodied. I mean, I guess I should Excalibur, but everybody watching, everybody playing knows I'm not the DPS here. I tag the boss, I guess. Maybe I'll get an L and K from this. We'll find out. Need to remember my AoE versus my boss buttons a little better. I'll take that money though. Yeah, have Excalibur equipped. Okay, this is step one to not forgetting for Vault Up. This is step one. Gonna do it. Chat going in for the insta-kill. I like that confuse more than the freeze. It's not always consistent, but those extra 2 seconds do help me if I'm behind a little bit. Nice little handgun shot to the trap there. Give it the old love tap. I put it in questionable kill range in case people want to kill it. But honestly, even a confused trap here might get some kills. You never know. Well, speaking of which, it did. So ever put the confused trap there? I think I'd like that strat as a cast going forward. Just to get that free XP. Because why not? I'm just gonna believe everybody could do damage. This is my role. There we go. And this time I can DPS at least. I got my Gafoe out. I swapped weapons properly. Although it was still slow at menuing, but at least I did it. There we go. Nice and clean. Love to see it. Give everybody the little shifta. Do the demand as well, why not? Okay, so from this point, I should put Excalibur on, even if it's not as good at looping. Oh, I gotta work on that. I gotta work on that. Buttons. Gotta remember buttons. Oh, I love that chain lightning. That chain lightning is so good. I don't know if other forces do that, but I love, like, if those two are still where they're in their starting position, I always get that lightning shot. It feels so sick. Okay, I got my weapon. Just gotta remember, I think it's hold the 2 buttons here, and then I can use Gazant. Or I could just mash on the keyboard. Dare I multiplay? Let's see. I think I did it with a little bit of assistance. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take the handicap. Hey, cleanest one of the night. Nothing else of interest here. Move on. I got destroyed. Holy. I'm definitely going for the thing up there. I'm not too far behind the rest of the party. I don't think I need the telepipe here. If I had to go back for items, it would have been longer. Oops, we're out of there. Use a little Dimate to heal up. Pretty fast kill. The only buff that is relevant is Shika. Move on. And from here, I'm going to a magical piece. And I know my Foley button. My fingers are learning, chat. I'm learning. Because I'm playing with like 6 new spell slots compared to before. So it is a little freeing, I will say. It feels good not having to choose the simple texts. Because like they are useful in some scenarios. Not so much for the Phonumen, but in particular for the Phonuworld. Where there's so many opportunities where if I had it bound, I would have used it over the other spell choices. And now I don't have to worry about that. So we're gonna set up my other forces with this setup. So the goal is to just kind of play with it a lot until my fingers learn what to do. So for those not aware, I'm using something called Joy-to-Key. So I'm mapping the keyboard buttons to a controller, but I'm doing it in such a way that because the back buttons on the controller aren't used, I have them assigned to basically open up an alternate set of controls. So I have 0 to 9 mapped in different ways on the controller in addition to the basic functions. So I think it's been working pretty well for me. Also, what am I doing? There we go. Okay. A little bit of a mistake there. I started melee attacking, and I was like, oops. I'm the force. Come on, wake up. Okay, can I get close enough for a debuff? No. I'm gonna try, though. Okay. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna play the game of pause menu into walk away from other players. That game was successful. I got 1 hit on the boss. I'm the only person affected by the slow. I know how it goes. It's fine, though. I cured it, guys. Don't worry. The master DPS is here. Well, anyway, I'm gonna walk forward in Zalor, because I definitely do not need to worry about taking pot shots with this many robots. We're gonna unequip, and I guess Fireball mode. Actually, no, I can keep Ringers on. It's fine. Holy. Wow, skipped all the phases? Wow, it's been a while since we've seen that. That has been a hot minute since we have seen that. Rock Spock invading Terminator's space. It looks like he's dodging Rock. He like sees the arm and he's like crouched in terror. And I'm like pointing at him. Snitching on him. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. There we go, I figured it out. The last horse finishes the race, we're good. Unfortunately, no interesting rares, but I did pop the boxes out of courtesy. So yeah, it was pretty fun. I mean, I think we'll keep this in mind on the weekend. I mean, like, because of the event, there seems to be enough people just kind of hovering for some free quests. So maybe we'll do some public TTFs to kind of end our sessions from now on, because they're very quick, they're pretty fun, and we get to meet new people. So I don't see a downside. As long as it's a quest we all are pretty comfortable with, you know, I feel like that works out pretty well. Oh, my material, thank you. Okay, so I think I'm like a third of the way to another force. I'm probably gonna make a purple force, and then I don't know what to do with my white ID. I don't know if they'll end up blue. I have to think about it. I'm more likely to run with purple, so maybe I'll make my current white force a purple and leave everybody where they are at some point. And eventually my Fomar will go back to red. Oh, I just noticed that was sub 12 minutes. Interesting. I mean, it felt really fast. It helps when you skip phases. So, okay, Chris, stick around. We're gonna do present quest. And that'll be the last quest of the night. Yeah, and an S rank. That was... So we'll call it present time. I don't know why I made it on normal ultimate, but whatever. Ultimate presence. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Was that actually our fastest on-stream TTF? It might have been. We had, I think, like a 12:40 something in a previous session. But, wow. I don't think we've ever had a sub 12 on stream. That was quite something. Yeah, even offline. Like, Chris and I have had some pretty fast duos, don't get me wrong, but, like, I don't think they came close to that. That was just ridiculous. I think we've skipped falls once, but that was with Milo Eula to skip the nonsense. Wow, that was something. Okay. Moment of truth. Chris has his coal, I have my coal. Will any of us get sealed J's sword? Probably not. The only thing I'd hope for, chat. Yeah, good luck, good luck. Moment of truth. I doubt I'll get enough coal to do this again, but we'll see. Oh, you have a present from earlier? The double dip? It'll be 40 coal. Okay. Okay, chat. Drum roll. A present ramp with the ribbon. Wait till you see what's inside. I swear if it's paint. If it's paint, we're going straight to Let's Chat. Don't you even dare. So anyway, chat, it was a fun stream. We'll go back to PSO. It was paint. Of course it was paint. Wasn't I joking it was gonna give me blue paint the other day? Of course it was gonna give me paint. I know. It just... I was gonna say Hellcleave. Listen, I am not interested in auctioning out paints, but if you want to help me thin out some of my... I mean, I only have blue paint here, but trust me, I have so many paints. I don't care about them. If you are interested in them for any reason, I'm not even asking anything for them. Present one is a photon drop. Okay, that's better. The train bit more mind mats, that works. I think I have white, black, green, now blue. I don't know if I have any other colors offhand. I know I have at least those. There's some poor force that I was like, I just need space, and they had all my paints. So we're up to 63 mines, so almost halfway to another force. I still have a decent amount of luck. So I think I could start working towards fixing one of my rangers. Like my rock seal. Final present. Let's see what it is. It's always paint, chat. Photon drop? Okay, that's acceptable. Yeah, Chris was saying the other day he's not sure what to spend the photon drops on in terms of like... I was saying to him like I can help him trade for items as needed, but definitely the end game for people that are not aware is to end up with the weapon spheres. I believe it costs 99 of them, and then you upgrade your favoritist weapon of all time to give it more percents. And by percents, I mean like your natives and ABs. Not hit though. Sega won't allow that. You didn't earn that. Is that not an enemy weapon? You're not raising that hit. It's done. Oh boy. So I think we'll see. I think what I'm gonna end up doing, I think between streams at some point, I'm gonna go ahead and use just a couple of photon spheres on my Baran's launcher to give it at least 20 hit. 10 hit is free. 20 hit I think is 80% if I'm not mistaken. So I don't think it'll be super costly. I got like 46 photon crystals. So it should not take me more than 10, even with atrocious RNG. It should cost me 3 realistically, but it'll probably cost me like 6 or some nonsense. We'll find out. We're 7, excuse me, because the first one costs 1. But anyway, of course it's paint. Do I want to cancel the job? Christmas is canceled. It's official. It's canceled. It's over. But anyway, let's chat. So, you're about to thank me for the stream? It was close. It was close. But, yeah, I think it went super well. Also, hold on a second. Why is my character hovering? Am I hallucinating? I'm not on the ground, right? What is this? What? Oh, PSO, you work in mysterious ways. I'm like, my shoes were definitely not touching the ground. Whatever, anyway. So, yeah, we got to play with Hellcleave. Always a pleasure, Hellcleave. You're more than welcome to ask to join a game, or if you're looking for stuff, it's great. I'll probably hit you up at some point for mag help, but I need to think about it before I put anything in. I'm not picky with colors, but I'll think about it. I have like a spare mind mag for another force, but I might need to correct another. I have to see which of my hunters might need a corrected mag. I'll have to verify that. But I'll keep an eye out for more HP material. I'll just accrue them. Help you along with what you need. In terms of playing with Chris, always fun to play with Chris. We're helping him level his different characters. Hopefully, by the time we come into Sunday, they just take a bit. Yeah. I'll try to give you one you can just, like, auto-feed. Just, like, make this mag times 7. Set me up for life. That's good. But let's see. Yeah, so Chris was going through, you know, he brought in his rock spot, he brought in his forest, got to showcase some characters. You know, we did some Christmas Fiasco-esque stuff. I think we'll see, maybe on Saturday, we'll see who's around. I probably should have Christmas Fiasco'd versus doing some TTF, but I think overall the runs were fun. We got to see not 1, but 2 people playing with the Olga Flow Giant Sword, Dark Flow. So that was neat. Maybe one day, chat, I will do episode 2 runs. I think I said that on somebody else's stream where I was like, I think I've done Respective Tomorrow less than 10 times in my life. So it's like, I really don't remember this quest. I don't remember where to go. I'm like, I'm gonna walk forward and just not hit switches. That's all I remember. Don't hit switches. Just walk forward and hope you just get to the end. But we'll get there eventually. Maybe one day, chat, I will be up to farming Olga Flow to mix it up a little bit with TTF. But from the standpoint of the stream, I think it went super well. The presents, trolley as usual. But hey, got to showcase different characters. We got to play a lot of the new event. Again, I think my only criticism of the new event, most people will not pick it if they're in a 4-player group. But I do like that it's now an option for me to play solo or duo, which is definitely not true for Christmas Fiasco 1. That quest is awful to do solo. And Christmas Fiasco 2 is infamous for just slaying you. Even with 4 people, it's just gonna murder you. But Christmas Fiasco 4, I do actually find a lot of fun, and I could do with just 2 people. I think that's the only other quest I could conceivably just do duos all day long. So I like that there's a new option for just purely solo without having like a level 160 force. Yeah, we're slaying it indeed. So you got the pun. You got the pun. But I think from the standpoint of YouTube, chat, we're going to give a warm farewell to YouTube. So if you got to this point in the video or the VOD, I'd just like to say thank you for watching and hope to see you again next time.